Hello guys, welcome back again. So guys, in this video we are going to study about pollination, its types. So before knowing pollination, you should also study the basic structure of a flower. Now I have also diagrammed it, and you should know it's have four cycle. Outermost cycle, also called as accessory cycle, because they help in reproduction, while inner two most cycle, also called as reproductive cycle, because they directly function in reproduction of flower of plant. Okay, now outermost cycle called as calyx, second one is called as corolla, third one called as endoecium, innermost cycle called as gynoecium. Okay, now before knowing pollination, you should know the depth structure of gynoecium and endoecium. Now let's take a look. It's your gynoecium. Okay, okay, now is the stigma, this one style, and this one is ovary. Okay, okay, now come to the structure of endoecium. This is endoecium. Okay, this is filament, this is adhesive tissue, and this is anther lobe. Okay, now pollen grain will be generating into the anther lobe, and they will be coming out in according seasons. Okay, now this is pollen grain, and they will be transported through water, via animal, or it can be air, and they will be coming on the stigma part, and they will create what pollen tube, and this pollen tube will come into the ovary and perform fertilization. This is the basic step. This is the basic preview of your pollination. Now come to the types of pollination. Okay, let me erase it. Let me create a new page. Okay, now let's see. This is a plant A, and this is plant B. Okay, this is the root system, and this is the soil surface. Now let's take a look. This is your flower, and this plant B flower. Okay, now pollination have two types. First one is self pollination, second one is cross pollination. Sorry, second one is cross pollination. Okay, cross pollination will be as if plant A pollen grain will be coming out from the plant A and will drop on the stigma of plant B. This process will be called as xenogamy or cross pollination. Okay, if anther lobe's pollen grain will be coming out from plant A and will be dropping on the stigma of plant B, then this process will be called as xenogamy or cross pollination. Now come to the plant B part, and this flower uh, pollen grain coming out from this flower and also putting on the same flower stigma, then this process will be called as autogamy. And autogamy is the type of self pollination. So self pollination have two types. First one is autogamy, Second one is xeitanogamy. Getting me? Okay. Autogamy and xeitanogamy. Now take a look. Autogamy. What's the meaning of autogamy? The pollen grain coming out from the same flower and also putting on the same dead flower stigma will be called as autogamy. Okay. Now, if take a look flower of plant A, if pollen grain coming out of from this flower and putting on the stigma of this flower, as you can see, the pollination process will be happening on the same plant but on different flower. This is different flower. Okay, the pollen grain is coming out from this flower and putting on this flower's stigma. Okay, so this process will be called as xeitanogamy. As you can see, cell pollination have two types. First one is autogamy, second one is xeitanogamy. Okay, while cross pollination will be also can be called as xenogamy, and this process is happening between two different plants. Pollen grain coming out from this plant and putting on the this plant's stigma. These are two different plants. If pollination process is happening on the same flower, this will be called as autogamy. It is the type of cell pollination. While pollination process will be happening on two different flower on the same plant, that will be called as xeitanogamy. I hope you now get the whole preview, whole process of pollination, and this process can be helped via many pollination mediums. It can be biotic factor, it can be air, it can be any animal, or it can be water. Okay, these are the pollination medium will help in the pollination process. I hope guys you will get it. If you have any problem, then comment down below. Thanks.